Good morning, folks. We're in Arisaig today, and we're going to go and get the ferry to an island that, well, we haven't visited before. We haven't visited the island group, and that is the small isles. We'll be going to Eigg today. So we're going to hop on a ferry and explore the island a little bit, so join us. We're a bit in a rush. Check-in closes 15 minutes before, and well, it's 1:30, and we're at the port. But wait, can you see everyone already coming here, or being all prepped, and we're like last minute?
I don't even think 15 minutes early is last minute.
No. Why? Do you think we're still quite early? Maybe. Yeah, that's just my OCD, I would say. So although we already have the tickets, I think we still need to check in.
Yeah.
Turns out we're not that early.
No, but we're not late.
We're not late, no, but just on time.
We're usually the first person there.
I know.
Heavy, thank you.
It's a 1 hour ferry trip.
Yeah.
Pretty long.
In the event of an emergency, you will hear 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast.
So we couldn't get much filming because somebody was seasick. It was so choppy. Jeez, and I hadn't planned that in. Do you know that? Like, I really didn't expect it to be that bad.
Yeah, it was really choppy.
Yeah,
The thing is, I always feel that I've got a pretty strong stomach,
but
and I always feel
that was quite, woof. Yeah. Anyway, we're here now. So before we start exploring the island, I think we'll head off to the Isle of Eigg shop. Right, so we got a bit of water just over there, because we didn't have enough to drink. We've got 5 hours on the island. Now, we had to decide on what we want to see. I think one of the most popular activities here on the island is climbing or walking up Sgùrr, which is the highest point of the island. Or you can also walk to the Singing Sands over here. So we're over here, and then the Singing Sands would be over there. But because we also want to see a bit, well, not only the Singing Sands, there's also some things going on here. We thought, well, we'll explore a little bit of the island here, and no, we're not walking up Sgùrr because I think that would be actually the only thing that we would do today.
Yeah, and if you go there, it's too far.
Yeah, well, it would take a while.
Right. So maybe it's...
And I thought maybe if we just like take it a bit easy, and if I'm honest, after that boat trip, jeez, yeah, so we want to see definitely the graveyard and the museum and also the photo archive. So let's head over here.
Everybody's really friendly.
Yeah, but I feel that it's always like...
I'm always worried when you come to these islands that they're like sick of tourists.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, but then
it also, if I mean, you kind of rely on tourists, don't you?
exactly. And do you know what is also special about this island?
No.
It is community owned.
Yeah. Since when?
Since 1997. The community, well, got the island. So everything is community run, even that wee shop, the Even the wee shop that we were just in.
And I think they were talking about a lot of like the infrastructure now is like renewables and such.
Yes. So it's supposed to be, is it Britain's, or at least one of Britain's most sustainable islands.
Right.
It's absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
And when you see it here, you would never ever think that the water, that the sea is so choppy.
Like some of the waves were like the height, if not double the height of the boat.
Yeah, I know we're probably being like really annoying just now, yapping away about that ferry trip. It's obviously not their fault. I'm just a bit worried because tomorrow we're also taking the ferry, but it's not an hour's trip. It's actually a full day trip on a boat to Cana. And I'm worried because if I can't cope on a 1 hour boat trip, how will I cope?
I think
Even you were,
I know.
were not feeling well, and you was all pale. How many people live here? Did they say 100 and
I think it was 100. Yeah.
165? I thought.
Was it as many as that? I thought it was only 100 though.
Oh right. The most people that lived here were actually 300 something. And the island is full of history. Now, it dates back up to 8,000 years ago, but
People had sailed here.
that people had settled here. But at one point, the entire population was wiped out when the MacLeods from the Isle of Skye came to Eigg to kill the MacDonalds here on Eigg. Basically, the MacDonalds, they fled into a cave here. In a cave. Anyway, and the MacLeods found them and killed them all. Guess that's Anskew over there.
What, the hill or the actual bit in the back?
I think the actual bit in the Mac.
How are you supposed to get up there?
I have no Scooby-Doo. A wee church in the distance there. That was not on my go-to list for today, surprisingly. But what would this channel be without a cathedral or a church?
It doesn't look like... It's not got that many windows. I mean, it's got... but they look really small.
Yeah, the standing stone is over there, guarded by sheep. We can't chase them away. Look,
A wee lamb?
a wee lamb chilling with its mum.
Oh.
Oh, Ian.
They're
Oh.
fine, come on. Well, it's a stone and it's standing.
And it's got a 4.7 review.
Who gave it?
I don't know, but 7 people rated it on Google Maps. So the next stop is going to be a bit more interesting. It's going to be the Egg Museum.
Right.
So it's literally just straight ahead.
I think there is only one road that we can go to her.
But at one point, to go to the graveyard, we have to turn right.
Right, okay. Oh, it's a primary school?
This is the primary school.
I thought it was a nice house.
I know, me too. Another wee standing stone over there.
Sheep have been rubbing themselves in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the museum over there. Normally in like, on like islands, I feel most of what is going on is like quite where you arrive. It's like basically where you arrive
Yeah.
with a ferry. Here it feels that it's not so much. But then again, for example, Lismore,
Yeah.
you also have to like basically walk half of the island. Sounds a lot, but it's not. To get to places. I think it is open. It should be.
Oh, you can move in that way.
Can you?
I think so.
Aye, okay, good.
Maybe it's just that.
Oh.
That's that.
Oh wow. Oh, you can hear the birds.
It's nice that it's like you can just come in.
I know.
The thing I always worry about when I come to places is that if it's just you, like now, if it was just us,
Yeah.
and there's somebody like there, you feel kind of awkward.
I know, it's like...
That you want to talk to them, but you also kind of want to...
Yeah. It's like the same when you go into a shop and there's nobody there, but you really want to go in. Please, like, do you know what I mean? But you're not sure if you're going to buy something.
Oh, yeah,
You just want to have a wee nosy. Please tell us that we're not the only ones. The egg hoard is made of objects found on beaches on the Isle of Eigg. On Sunday the 12th of February 2023, the museum exhibition has been set 100 years in the future at the request of the pupils of Eigg Primary School in the shop in the 1930s. The shop was always a focal point for the community where people met and exchanged news at the end of the week, where notices were posted, read and discussed. It is still the same today. So there were actually two shops in Cleedale. Cleedale is basically where the singing sands are. And before World War I, there were two shops on the island, both in Cleedale. Oh look, they've got egg tree nursery tours. Come along to Egg Tree Nursery to see how we are growing native trees from local seeds. Seashore Trail guided walk. Yeah, I've seen that. There are quite a few guided walks here as well. If you don't want to do a tour yourself, they've also got Egg Adventures here where you can hire bikes. It's just basically where we arrived from where we arrived with the ferry. Ferry? Is it a ferry or is it a boat?
It was more like a boat.
Aye, yeah, okay. But the museum was really interesting, don't you think so?
Yeah. It's very varied.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a... I feel like sometimes you go to places and it's got one specific time period that it looks at. So yeah, it's very in depth. But if it's not a time period that you're interested in, then it's kind of... Whereas that seems like a wide history of the whole time.
Exactly. So we actually have to walk back.
Do we?
This was, or shall we walk a bit further to the brewery?
Yeah, we can go to a brewery.
I would go, yeah, but I don't know.
It's only a wee bit up the road.
Poor Ian is he's got the rucksack on his shoulder and I think it's pretty heavy.
Not as heavy as responsibilities on my shoulder.
So. Oh, is that the brewery?
It might be.
How can you miss that? Is it open?
Do you like beer? I don't know. It doesn't.
Well, I like beer.
You can go.
I don't think it's open though, is it?
Like it is.
Oh, do you know what? Oh, it's closed. What a shame.
They have it in the shop, don't
They had it in the shop, and do you know what? I think when we go back, I'll just get one. Ian doesn't like beer, but I don't know. I love supporting like independent breweries and distilleries. That's our excuse to have a little drink.
Especially if it's drink. I like supporting them, especially if it's got an ABV.
Exactly, or if it's cake.
Okay.
Any sweets. But we haven't seen an honesty box yet.
No.
They were talking something about cake on the boat.
I know, I heard that.
We thought because we were not feeling great. Did you know that? We weren't feeling great on that boat. I couldn't face any cake chat. We came from here, from straight ahead, and now we actually have to turn there for the graveyard. Getting lost in the middle of nowhere. I think we found it. I'm sure you're allowed to visit, no?
Hey, you must be a fish.
So this Kildonan graveyard was the location for an early Christian monastery established here by Saint Donan around 600 AD. So we arrived just over there, which isn't far, but we walked basically like up and then so up here all the way and then down. And I was wondering, is it possible to walk along, well, is it a beach or something like that? But I actually don't think so. I think we have to walk like all the way up to the road and then back again. All right, so this was the official entrance then.
But I think the other one was fine as well.
Yeah. In 2012, funding from the Heritage Lottery Fund enabled a team of archaeologists to excavate the graveyard in order to ascertain the exact position of Donan's monastic site. So, just stopping for a wee break, and then we'll see you when we get closer to our next stop.
Which will be?
Which will be, well, it depends on how exhausted we are. It is only 1 o'clock though.
Is it only one now?
Yeah, so that's good.
So we've already been here for 2 hours.
Time flies when you have fun, eh?
I know.
The next stop will be the Cathedral Cave. So that ferry would have come from Mallaig.
Oh, is it Mallaig it comes from?
Yeah, it comes from Mallaig.
How long does that take, do you know?
I'm actually not sure, I can check. But the reason why we're not taking a CalMac ferry, well, we haven't told you guys why we took the Arisaig Marine rather than CalMac, is because we wouldn't have been able to come for the day. Like, there was nothing where we could have like taken a day trip. So basically we would have like arrived, I think now, and then the only CalMac ferry back would have been like that one, you know, so it would have been like on the island for like 20 minutes. And that's why we got the Arisaig marine boat.
There's only one ferry a day? One
Yeah,
CalMac ferry?
yeah. But I think it also goes like further to Zakana. Aye. I think we need to walk straight ahead here. So we came from here, from this side originally, but I think we need to walk here. Thank you very much. So it says that we need to walk straight ahead here and then left. I don't think that we should be walking there. Like it feels like already feels like we're on somebody's property. It already feels like we're on somebody's property. And Ian is just checking if where we need to walk, or if we actually need to walk back.
Nah, it must be straight out there.
No, I don't think so, Ian.
I don't.
I think Google Maps is taking us a weird way. Really sorry about that, guys. What about walking back to where the ferry was? Because I think, well, there's a restaurant, we can get something to eat, and then from there we can see how much time we have. If we still want to see anything else, or if we still have time to see anything else. Shall we do that? Have a
Yeah.
wee break?
Yeah.
We came from here and we would need to walk here and then again like that, but maybe we can just cut right through there. Feels like we found a hidden path or something like that.
I know.
It's not that hidden, but you can hear the water in the background as well. Earth Connections Eco Centre. So this is the community hall.
Yep. Community hall.
That looks lovely.
It does.
In hindsight though, I'm not sure if this way was actually shorter. Do you think so?
Coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, 100% it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was.
There's about 5 minutes of a difference.
5 minutes of a difference.
Yeah.
And we're back. By the way, another standing stone over there. This commemorative stone was erected to mark the historic purchase of Eigg by the Isle of Eigg Heritage Trust in 1997. Right, I think we deserve a wee... Gosh, I hope you can hear me. I think we deserve a wee break now. At least Ian thinks we do. Shall we sit inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's us now just walking back to the ferry. Thank you so much for joining us on our wee trip to Eigg. If you've enjoyed this video, why not like and subscribe? And I'll see you next week, Saturday. Bye!